पठामि संस्कृतं नित्यं वदामि संस्कृतं सदा ध्यायामि संस्कृतं सम्यक् वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम्। हरे कृष्ण। यो अन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्य अखिलशक्तिधर स्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणस्त्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्। So what did we study? Pratima?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, what you say?
What did you study last time?
Prabhuji, last time we studied Samas and Sandhi.
Samas and Sandhi. Which sloka? 1.4?
1.3 Prabhuji.
1.3. So I explained what is Samas and what is Sandhi, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Achha, let's see the Kridantas in this sloka. Drishtva tu Pandavanikam Gyudham Duryodhanastada Acharyam Upasangamya Raja Vachanam Abravit. This is the sloka. So Kridanta is a chapter where dhatus are being used with Kridanta Pratyaya, which are known as Krit Pratyaya. So in Tinganta Pratyaya, we get the dhatu rupas like Bhu plus Tip becomes Bhavati. Gam plus Tip becomes Gacchati. This is called Tinganta Pratyaya. And in Kridanta, Drish plus Twa becomes Drishtva. So these are the only two chapters where dhatus, root verbs, are being used. What are they? Tinganta and Kridanta. So in Kridanta, how to identify that this is a Kridanta? When you will see some dhatu in it. So, Drishir dhatu, Drishtva, there is a word Drishtva. The first one, Drishtva tu Pandavanikam. There is Drishir dhatu plus Twa. Twa is a Pratyay of Kridanta. These two things turns into Drishtva. Similarly, we can do Kri plus Twa will become Kritva. Bhu plus Twa will become Bhutva. Then, where do you see dhatus? Vyudham, Upasangamya, Acharyah, and Vachanam. Vyudham, here Vah dhatu. Vahat, Vyudham, Vah dhatu. Vahate, Vahete, Vahante, Atmanepadi dhatu. V upasarga plus Vaha plus Kta becomes
Prabhuji, please
Vyudham.
repeat it.
V plus Vaha plus Kta becomes Vyudham. In our next level, we will discuss about all Kridanta and Samas and Tadhit and all other things. It will be 2 months course right after this. Similar Upasangamya. Which dhatu is there? Upasangamya.
Gamya dhatu. Gam dhatu.
Gam dhatu. Very good. So you see Gam dhatu. We have already studied in Tinganta गच्छति गच्छतः गच्छन्ति, गच्छसि गच्छतः गच्छत, गच्छामि गच्छाव गच्छाम. So this same gam dhatu he used here, but it's gamya. You can see gamya, gam dhatu. Gam plus lyap. Lyap is a pratyaya of kradanta. By pratyaya, we have to understand that this is coming from kradanta. Lyap pratyaya. Gam plus lyap is equal to gamya. Now it is upasangamya. What is there? Upasangamya.
Upsangamya.
So there are two prefixes. What are they?
Up and sam.
Upa and sam plus gam,
Gamya.
gam
Plus
and
lya.
lyap. So it turns into upasangamya. Upa plus sam plus gam plus lyap. So this lyap is a pratyaya of kradanta. Kradanta is more like present continuous. It makes the verbs into present continuous. Nazdik jakar, upasangamya. Acharya, which dhatu is there? Char dhatu. Char gato. Char is the dhatu. A is the prefix. A plus char plus hnyat pratyay. There is a pratyay called hnyat. Hnyat pratyay is used in sevaniya artha, who should be served. So acharya is equal to acharaniya, who should be served is acharya. Acharaniya sevaniya iti acharya, who should be served. So आप पूर्वक चर पूर्वक ण्यत् प्रत्यय. वचनम. वचनम अब्रवीत. वच धातु. वच धातु वदति वदतः वदन्ति. Same vach dhatu with lut. Karan artha mein. In tritiya vibhakti it's being used. Vachanam. Vach plus lut is vachanam. Uchyate anena iti vachanam. Through which it's being expressed is vachanam. So these are the kradantas. So we got a view of the kradanta, samas and sandhi in this shloka. Okay, now read the 1.2 I'm reading. 1.3 you said, right? Pashaitam Panduputranam Acharya Mahatim Chamum Vyudam Drupada Putrena Tava Sishyena Dhimata, right? Okay, read the sloka. Pratima padho.
1.3. Pashyatam Panduputranam Acharyam Mahatim Chamum Vyudam Druped Putrena Tava Sishyena Dhimata.
Vyudham Drupada Putrena Tava Sishyena Dhimata.
Dhimata.
तो संधि कौन कौन सी है? What are the sandhis here?
Pashyatam
Pashyaitam. Very good. Which sandhi?
द्व- न- द-
Vriddhi
यहाँ पे
sandhi.
वृद्धि संधि
Pashya plus etam, pashyaitam is vriddhi
पश्येताम
sandhi.
संधि।
Next.
नेक्स्ट पांडुपुत्राणाम
Panduputranam is a samas.
हाँ पांडुपुत्राणाम महतिम चमुम इट इज संधि।
Right. Mahatim chamum. This is anuswar sandhi.
अनुस्वार संधि।
Ma turns into a dot. Mahatim
डॉट
chamum.
अनुस्वार।
Then vyudham drupada putrena.
यहाँ पर भी प्रभु जी अनुस्वार संधि होगी।
Vyudham drupada putrena. Samasah. What are the samasas?
पांडुपुत्राणाम and द्रुपद पुत्रेण।
Very good. So what are the vigraha?
Vigraha is first one is Pandu Pandav plus Putraha plus Tesham।
Doho. Shashti vibhakti.
हाँ पांडोः plus Putraha plus Tesham and next
So
one
turned
is
into
Pandu Putra plus Tesham। Next one is Drupad Putrena। द्रुपदस्य पुत्रेण द्रुपदस्य प्लस पुत्रः प्लस तेन।
This is Shashti Tatpurush Samas.
षष्ठी तत्पुरुष समास। ठीक है प्रभु।
Both are Shashti Tatpurush. So the first pada is called Purva pada and this next pada is called Uttara pada. So if the Purva pada is Shashti, like Pandoho, Drupadasya is Shashti, so it will be called Shashti Tatpurush Samas. And the indication of Tatpurush Samas is that Purva pada pradhana. The Purva pada will be prominent here. Pradhan. Pandu Putrana. Drupada Putrena. These are the two samas. Now, what are the kridantas used here? I explained one of them. Vyudham. Right? Vyudham. So V prefix plus vah dhatu. Vah prapane, to carry. And kta pratyaya. Kta, ka plus ta, kta pratyaya. So V plus vah plus kta. It becomes Vyudha. Vyudha. Vyudha means circle. Acharya, we have explained already. Apurvak. Char dhatu.
चर धातु निया प्रत्यय। आचरणीय।
तद्धित. धीमता is the तद्धितांत शब्द. Dhimata.
धीमता
Tadhit is a different chapter. Tadhit is when we indicate some relation or when we see in relation to some quality. Like here, dhimata, dhi is the dhatu. In tadhit, very rarely dhatu is used. Very, very rarely. But in 90% cases, padas are used. Padas, not the dhatus. But here, dhi dhatu has been used with matuk. Matuk is a pratyaya of tadhita. So by the pratyaya, we understand that this is tadhitanta. So when we do vigraha of dhimat shabda we already studied. Dhiman, dhimanto, dhimantah.
वंत
Dhimantam, dhimanto, dhimata, dhimata. This is tratiya. So dhimata tava sishyena. Dhimat shabda is dhihi means intelligence, buddhi. Dhihi asya asmin va asti iti. Dhiman. You can write down dhihi asya asmin dhihi asya asmin va asti iti dhiman. Dhi means intelligence. Asya is asmat shabda. Which vibhakti? Viramdas? Bolo Pratima. Pratima?
षष्ठी विभक्ति एक वचन
षष्ठी प्रभु
तो षष्ठी विभक्ति एक वचन अस्य धीहि अस्य अस्मिन which विभक्ति विरामदास अस्मिन
क्या नहीं प्रभु जी सप्तमी विभक्ति एक वचन
पद क्या है?
पद है प्रभु जी नपुंसक मकारांत नपुंसक सर्वनाम शब्द सर्वनाम इदम शब्द
इदम का होता है अस्मिन या अस्मद शब्द का होता है?
प्रभु जी इदम का ही होता है।
अच्छा
इदम का जो सप्तमी विभक्ति है उसमें है था
पुल्लिंग में
जी नहीं नपुंसक लिंग में पढ़ा था प्रभु जी वो याद है पुल्लिंग तो याद नहीं है आप एक मिनट पुल्लिंग में भी है प्रभु
पुल्लिंग में भी है
जी
ठीक है इदम शब्द का रूप है ये। तो इदम शब्द सप्तमी विभक्ति व्हाट डज इट मीन? अस्मिन
मेरा
अस्मिन इसके अंदर इनसाइड दिस सप्तमी विभक्ति लोकेटिव asya means his so someone who has intelligence or something which has intelligence will be known as dhiman It can be an inert object also. So the Vigraha says, Dhihi means intelligence, Asya Asmin Va Asti. Either he or this has intelligence, will be known as Dhiman. Like we say Buddhiman. Buddhihi Asya Asmin Va Asti iti Buddhiman. Someone or something which has intelligence, that person or that thing will be known as Buddhiman or Dhiman. That is the Vigraha of
Vigraha.
Dhiman. So Taddhit, we can see how to identify the Taddhit is that you see that word is existing there as it is. Like Dhi is as it is existing there. Dhiman. And it is mostly made without any dhatus. Very rarely some dhatus are being used. Like here, they have used dhatus. But maybe in the next sloka, similar, see in the next sloka, (1.6). Yudhamanyuscha Vikranta Uttamojascha Viryavan. This Viryavan, do the Vigraha of this Viryavan. Same, Viryavan. Bolo Pratima. Virya asya asmin va iti. Viryam, it's an Apungshakalinga. Viryam asya asmin va iti. Viryam is valor. This also has matu. So this Viryavan, someone or something which has Virya, valor, will be called Viryavan. And when it says relations, such as Draupadi, Kaunteya, Dasharathi, Vadarayani, Vadarayan, Jamadagni, Jamadagnya. These are Taddhit Shabda. Say Draupadeyaha. There is a sloka where Draupadeyaha word is being used. Which sloka is that? 1.6. Saubhadro Draupadeyascha Sarva eva Maharathaha. Draupadeyascha, Draupadeyaha. Which vibhakti? Pratima, which vibhakti?
Shashti vibhakti.
Shashti vibhakti. प्रथमा बहुवचन है. The word is Draupadeya. It's not Draupadi. That's what I was trying to explain. Draupadi is the lady, but Draupadeyaha means the son of Draupadis. Got it?
Draupadi. Yes, please.
So how we make this Draupadeya Shabda? This is Tadhita. In relation to, which shows the relations. Like, how do we get Pandava Shabda?
Okay.
Write down. Pandoho apatyani pumansah. Pandoho, which vibhakti? Tell me the vibhaktis one by one.
षष्ठी.
षष्ठी एक वचन पूरा बोलो. पांडु शब्द षष्ठी वचन. हाँ.
षष्ठी एक वचनम.
पांडु उकारांत पुल्लिंग शब्द ऐसे बोलना पड़ेगा. आगे.
अपत्यानि पुमांसः.
अपत्यानि अपत्यम शब्द है. बोलो. अकारांत नपुंसकलिंग अपत्यम शब्द.
अकारान्तः अपत्य शब्द नपुंसकलिंगः. प्रथमा विभक्ति बहुवचन.
प्रथमा विभक्ति बहुवचन. अपत्यम अपत्ये अपत्यानि. Vibhakti and dhatu, without that you cannot do anything. That's why I said that everybody has to practice it very well. So apatyani is prathama vibhakti bahuvachan, napumsaklinga. So that means what? Apatyam means what? Offspring, children. So when I'm saying apatyani, that means
children.
Many children. More than one. So Draupadi has 5 children.
Yes.
And Pumansaha, what is which vibhakti?
पुमांस शब्दः सकारान्त मकारान्तः
पुमान नकारान्तः
नकारान्तः नकारान्तः पुंसः पुमान शब्दः प्रथमा विभक्ति बहुवचन.
Very good. तो पुमान पुमांसौ पुमांसः. This is the rupa. Puman pumansau pumansah. So what is the vigraha?
पांडुपुत्राणाम.
No, we are talking about Draupadiyaha.
Oh, Draupadiyaha.
Pandava. Pandoho apatyani pumansaha. The sons of Pandu will be known as Pandava. So the word Pandu we can see in Tadhita. The word is existing, Pandu Shabda. Okay.
Where the main word is exist, this is Tadhita. तद दिता शब्द, तद दिता.
हिताय.
Now I understand.
Tasmai hitaya tadhitaya. So it mostly explains the relations, or it explains about some quality. That is tadhita. So if you remember one example of each, you will not forget. One example of samas, one example of sandhi, one example of kridanta, one example of tadhit. So you have to write down. Not that I will tell, only then you will write. Whatever new things you are learning, you have to write down. So Pandavaha, Kauravaha, Draupadiya.
द्रौपदेय का इसका कैसे करेंगे प्रभु जी, मतलब इसको विच्छेद कैसे करेंगे? द्रौपदः अपत्यानि पुमांसः.
No, what does Draupadiya means?
द्रौपदी के पुत्र, the son of Draupadi.
Why don't you use the Draupadi word?
Okay, द्रौपदी अपत्यानि
When you
पुमांसः.
do Pandava, which vibhakti you used?
षष्ठी विभक्ति, तो द्रौपदस्य.
Draupadi.
सप्तमी विभक्ति.
द्रौपदी षष्ठी का क्या रूप होगा? लक्ष्मी का क्या किया था? भूल गए, विभक्ति भूल गई.
द्रौपदया आएगा प्रभु जी यहाँ पे.
द्रौपद्याः, नदी शब्द देखो, पेज नंबर 7. नद्याः.
द्रौपदया.
अब बोलो. द्रौपद्याः.
द्रौपद्याः प्लस अपत्यानि
पुमांसः. अभी तो बोला ना, प्लस नहीं है यहाँ पे. विग्रह जो संधि विच्छेद, when we break the split, the sandhi, there is plus. But when we do vigraha of samas, of kridanta, kridanta also has plus. But samas, tadhit, this does not have plus. It has only vigraha. Vigraha means explaining the pada, applying the right words in a coherent way.
Because there is a relation, so we use Shashti Pada. Shashti Vibhakti.
Yes, Shashti Vibhakti is used because Draupadi's children.
Okay, because there is a relation. Okay.
Yeah, Pandu's son. But I'm talking about Tadhit here. Tadhit in general, not always, but in general, explains the words which are in relation to someone. Like Arjuna has how many names in Bhagavad Gita? Kaunteya, Partha, Bharata, or not?
Yes, Prabhuji. Arya.
What?
Prabhuji, Arya भी तो use किया गया ना यहाँ पे.
Arya is a different thing. Arya is like a soldier or a respected person. But Bharata Gotratpatya Puman, who was born in the Gotra of Bharata. There was King Bharata So he is not the son of Bharata, but he is born in that dynasty. So imagine how brilliant this naming system is, that it will tell you that he is connected with which dynasty. When you say Bharata, so the Vigraha will be different. He is not the son. So we cannot say Apatyam Puman. In singular, if it is one son, we'll say Pandoho Apatyam Puman Pandavaha. But when you say Pandava, we mean 5 people. So we will use plural form. Pandoho Apatyani Pumansaha. Plural. Got it?
Yes.
So Vigraha will be done based on the word. Now we want to say Bharata. When I am saying Bharata, I am only indicating Arjuna. Hey Bharata. So someone who has taken birth in the dynasty of King Bharata. So Bharatasya Gotratpatya Puman. Gotrapatya. Gotra Apatya. He is children, but who is bearing the Gotra only of that family.
Yeah.
Gotrapatya. ठीक है? When I say Kaurava, then what will be the Vigraha?
Kurusya.
Kuroho.
Gotrapatya plus Pumansaha.
No, when you say Kaurava, what do you mean?
So many.
100 children sab Kuru.
तो प्रभु जी यहाँ पे गोत्रापत्या नहीं आएगा?
क्यों देना है जब पुत्र है? गोत्रापत्य क्यों देना है? दुर्योधन कौन है?
दुर्योधन कौरवों में से एक है।
हाँ, तो वो क्या उस गोत्र में पैदा हुआ या उसका बेटा है?
उसका बेटा है।
हाँ, नहीं, कुरु कौन थे? कुरु तो
प्रभु जी कुरु वंश था ना उनका।
राइट। गोत्रापत्य इज करेक्ट, राइट। कुरोह गोत्रापत्य पुमांसः, बहुवचन. You apply plural because there are more than one son. When we say Kaurava, we don't mean only Duryodhan or Dusasan. We mean the 100 children. Even Pandavas are also Kauravas, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Pandavas are also born in the family dynasty of Kuru. So Kuroho Gotrapatya Pumansaha. Always use the plural form. Okay. Very good. Similarly, when we say Pritha, Prithu, Partha, hey Partha. So Kunti has another name called Pritha. I don't know, Durvasa gave or somebody gave Pritha.
Yes, Pritha.
I think Kunti was the daughter of whom? Susen. Kunti Bhoj, huh? So Kunti Bhoj, and she was raised by some king, isn't it?
Yes.
A king who does not have children. So he said, give me your daughter. And she was raised by that, I don't know, Prithu or somebody. So that's why her name became Pritha also. So Kunti, another name is Pritha. So Pritha's son is Partha. How to say?
Pritha.
Oh, right. Kunti's actual name maybe was Pritha, and because she was raised by Kunti Bhoj king, she was raised by Kunti Bhoj. That's why her name got Kunti. Right. So, the Vigraha of Partha.
Apatyaha.
Apatyam.
अपत्यम पुमानः
पुमान, that's it.
पुमान। ओके।
एक शब्द आता है
अपत्य पुमान।
अपत्यम पुमान बोलो, नपुंसकलिंग
प्रभु जी
एक
why we
वचन।
use प्रभु जी why we use नपुंसकलिंग here?
अपत्यम इज नपुंसकलिंग।
ओके ओके।
सो प्रथायाः अपत्यम पुमान,
तथायाः अपत्यम पुमान।
अपत्यम
विग्रह is
पुमान।
पार्थ। अपत्यम
अपत्यम इज आल्सो
पुमान पार्थ।
नपुंसकलिंग। अपत्यम is also napumsaklinga, so don't say apatya.
अपत्यम full word. Your word is अपत्यम।
When you use plural, how do you use
अपत्य, and when we use napumsakling there is ma phalam।
and plural
plural apatyah।
apatyani? How come apatya? नपुंसकलिंग भूल गई। नपुंसकलिंग
अपत्यम अपत्यान।
look at फल शब्द, पेज नंबर 8। फल शब्द बोलो।
फलम फले फलानी।
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 फलम फले फलानी।
फलाने फलानी।
So if you have confusion whether it is masculine or neuter, you look into the plural form.
Okay.
Do we say falaha ever?
No, Prabhuji.
So if we say falani, that means the origin is phalam. If we are saying apatyani, because in masculine, do we use apatyani word?
Apatyani.
Do you use?
Apatyam.
So
nahi Prabhuji, falani.
If you say grihani, suppose you have confusion whether it's griha or griham, then look into the plural, grihani. So if it is grihani, then grihani chitram mandirani, that means mandiram griham chitram. Clear?
Yes.
So when you are saying apatyani, that means definitely it is napumsaklinga. If you have confusion in singular, think what is the plural. Oh, it says apatyani pumansaha. Puman shabda.
When we use this is for two. When we use apatye.
Apatyam, apatye, apatyani. Right. Apatye. Like suppose if I say Love and Kush, they're the son Lord Rama.
Ramasya apatye pumanshah.
No, Puman Pumansau Pumansaha.
Pumansau. So this is also changed. Okay.
Of course.
Okay.
Otherwise, how will I understand
that?
How will I understand there are two? Like the son of Dasharatha. Ram is also.
Dasharathasya apatyani pumanshah.
Dasharathi.
Dasharathi.
Dasharathi means Dasharathasya apatyam pumansaha. So the son of Dasharatha is called Dasharathi, that means Lord Rama. But Dasharathi can be called to all four children. Lakshman is also Dasharath's son.
Yes.
But if it is used in singular, Dasharathi, it's which linga?
This is Prabhuji Purushlinga.
Pullinga.
Pullinga.
Pullinga, like Hari Shabda.
Hari Shabda. Dasharathe.
Dasharathasya.
Dasharathasya apatyani pumanshah.
दाशरथी, जामदग्न्य, मतलब you can see the word जमदग्नि,
जमदग्नि,
उसका बेटा कौन था? Who was his son? Viram Das?
Parshuram.
Parshuram, yes. So you can call him Jamadagnya. You understood?
जामदग्नि.
So when you will do Vigraha, Jamadagni, Ikaranta pulling like Kavi. So how will you do? Jamadagnehe. Bolo, Sashti.
जामदग्नि,
Jamadagni.
आपत्यम पुमांशः.
Jamadagni.
जामदग्नेः आपत्यः पुमान.
Today we are talking about very important chapter Tadhita. This is the last chapter of grammar, and it mostly stands for relations, relatives, blood relations. It can be even brother or sister. Like, what is that? Yummy. There is a word called yummy. Who is yummy? Viram Das? The sister of Yamraj.
यमराज.
Yummy.
यमुना.
बोलो. यमुना, ठीक ही तो बोल रही हैं. यमुना, हाँ. Yamuna is the sister of Yamraj.
यमराज.
Her father is God's son, sun god. Sun has two wives, Sangya and Chaya, I think. So from first one, pattern from Sangya. I don't know. No, from Sangya maybe Yamraj and this Yamuna, and second wife from Chaya, planet Sun, something like that. So if I say yummy, that means, bolo?
यमस्य. प्रभु जी यहाँ पे भगिनी आएगा ना?
हाँ, यमस्य भगिनी.
भगिनी.
यमी.
यम.
यमस्य भगिनी स्त्री बोल दो.
स्त्री.
हाँ, क्योंकि आप you have to say the gender, whether it's a male or a female.
Okay.
Draupadi has, when we are saying Puman, Pumanso, Pumansa, that means male. Draupadi has 5 sons. Okay. But if I say Kunti Bhojasya Apatyam Stri, that means Kunti. It's a Stri, Apatyam Stri. So you have to make it very clear whether it was a daughter or a son. So Yamasya Bhagini
Stri.
So see, Yamasya Bhagini, Yami, it is not a samas here. It can be Sashti Tatpurusha samas or not. It sounds like samas. Because like we did before. Pandoho Putraha. Pandu Putra. Pandu Putra is a samas, but Pandava is a Tadhit. Keep in mind. Got it?
Yes, Prabhu.
Because Pandu
जब किसी को किसी चीज से संबोधित किया जाता है प्रभु जी, तो वहां पे तद्धित आएगा.
हाँ. See, Pandav and Panduputra, what is the difference between two?
इसमें दोनों में कि वो पांडव के पुत्र हैं, ये अलग से बताना पड़ रहा है। और यहाँ पांडव बोलेंगे तो हमें डायरेक्ट पता है कि ये पुत्र है पांडव के, पांडुपुत्र।
So Panduputra is an assembled word.
Okay.
Pandav is a concrete word.
Okay.
Right? I can
Yes.
say Panduputri also. So I can assemble anything with Pandu. Pandu Bhrata, I can say the brother of Pandu, I can say. Pandu Swasa, the sister of Pandu, I can say. Pandu Swasa. But when I am saying Pandava, it's a concrete word which is used as a name. Hey Partha, hey Bharata, hey Pandava, hey Kaurava. So this is not an assembled word. It's a concrete word which is generated from Taddit. So there is a very thin line between Samas and Taddit. That's what I'm explaining. If I say Drupada Putra and Draupadeyaha, there is a huge difference. If I say Dasharatha Putra and Dasharathi, the Dasharatha Putra is an assembled word, so it is a Samas. But if I say Dasharathi, then it is a Taddhita, because it mixed with a Pratyaya and it gets converted into Dasharathi, Pandava, Kaunteya, Partha. There is a chemical formation, for example. But I am saying Dasharatha Putra, Raghava Putra, Pandu Putra, Draupadi Putra. This is assembled. It also turns into a concrete word. Samas makes a concrete word. Pratipadik Shabda. Pandu Putra itself is a single word. And you can use it for vibhakti. Anything which can be used for vibhakti is known as Pratipadik Shabda. Like Pandu Putrasya, Pandu Putranam, Pandu Putram, Pandu Putrehe, Pandu Putrasya, Pandu Putrayoho. Similar Pandava also I can do. Pandavasya, Pandave, Pandavoho. I can use. Both are Pratipadik Shabda, concrete words. But the formation is different. When it is Samas, two different words has been connected and formed a new word. But in Taddhit, the root word Pandu has been put with a pratyay which belongs to Taddhit. That is a grammatical thing that someone has to study Taddhit, then he will know what are they like. An pratyay. An pratyay is used for apatya, offspring, children. Whenever we use an pratyay, that means we are indicating the child. Like Vadarayan. Sorry. Vadarayan, Vadarayani, Vadarayan, Vadarayani. The son of Vyasdev is Shukdev, is called Vadarayani. So when we want to say some children, someone's, as I said, yum, yummy, then what is that name? I forgot. There are lots of characters in Bhagavatam, that brothers and sisters. So they have more or less similar name. Like Vaki, है ना? Putana, Vaki, Aho Vakiyam Stana Kalakutam. Vakasur's sister, Vaki, है ना? हाँ, Vakasur की बहन, Vakasur's sister. So when you see Vaki is a concrete word and it's not an assembled word. There is a pratyaya which belongs to Tadit has been added with it. But when you say Panduputra, Kuruputra, Bhishmaputra, Dronaputra, Rajputra, this is an assembled word. Understood the difference?
यस प्रभु जी, मतलब यहाँ पर प्रभु जी मेन वर्ड में प्रत्यय जुड़ जाएगा और उसमें जो है तो डिफरेंट वर्ड्स मिलके एक वर्ड बनाएंगे.
हाँ.
ठीक.
अच्छा, same when it comes to Kridanta, as I said, Kridanta and Tinganta. Tinganta we have studied, Dhatu Rupas, that is called Tinganta. Okay, these are the things you should write down, otherwise whole life you will be in darkness. What is Tinganta? So Tinganta means Gachati, Patati, lit lakar, vidhiling lakar, lat lakar, lung lakar. This is Tinganta. Ting is the pratyay. There are 90 pratyas in dhatu. Tiptas, anti, siptas, ja, mibbas, mas. These are the pratyas added with gam dhatu, then it turns into gachati, gachata, gachanti, gachasi, gachata, gachami, gachava, gachava. So these pratyas are known as what?
Tinganta.
These pratyas are known as Tinganta pratyaya.
Tinganta. Tinganta.
Tinganta pratyaya. Similarly, there are certain pratyas called Kridanta. Like we have already discussed, Acharya Shabda. So these are the two places where dhatu, the root verb, like gam, kri, lik, pat, these dhatus are being used. Tinganta and Kridanta.
Right.
So in Kridanta also you can see that there is a dhatu like drishtva, drish, to see. You can see drish dhatu is there. So definitely drishtva. So it is not a complete verb, but it is a half verb known as infinite verb. For example, after seeing the temple, I went to the market. So seeing the temple is not a complete verb. If I say after seeing the temple and Vrindavan, is it a complete sentence? You'll ask, then what? Now after visiting Vrindavan, doing Govardhan Parikrama, visiting the 9 temples, seeing the Samadhi, that's it. So you cannot say these are not verbs. These are verbs. Without verb, how you are making a sentence? But it is not a complete verb. So Tingantas are complete verb. After visiting Vrindavan, doing Govardhan Parikrama and visiting 9 temples, I took prasadam. So this took is complete Tinganta. And visiting, looking, buying, fetching, going, coming, this is all Kridanta. Got it?
Yes.
In a gross way, I make you understand. So seeing has see verb. Fetching has fetch verb. Looking has look verb.
Look.
So the verb you can see, but it is in a assimilated form with the Kridanta pratyaya. Like we say pashyati, pashyata, pashyante, drish dhatu, but here drishtva, uktva, after saying. After saying this to Viram Das, I went to meet Prahlad. Uktva. After seeing Krishna Balaram temple, I went to Radharaman temple. So went to is a finite verb, but after seeing Krishna Balaram temple, seeing drishtva, Krishna Balaram drishtva Radharamanam gatavan. Agamat.
Chunga.
Lang lakar. उत्तम पुरुष एक वचन.
वचन.
Agacham.
अच्छा.
Aham agacham. Gatavan is also, see, only one dhatu which Kridanta produces is a complete dhatu which sounds like Gatavan, Kritavan, Drishtavan, and it is used in past tense, near past. Okay. Maya Kritavan, Aham Kritavan, I have done it. So it's not that Kridanta cannot produce, but there are few verbs and it is used in any sort of past tense, only past tense. But when you have to say in 10 lakars, you have to instruct someone, then you have to come back to the Tinganta, because Tinganta is the complete form of verbs. But Kridanta is not the complete form of verb. Is it clear? Viram
Yes,
Das and
Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Slowly getting clear, Prabhu, as I listen.
Sorry?
Yes, Prabhu, it is slowly getting clear, my understanding, little by
Okay.
little.
Very good. Yes. Yeah, this is a subject that by practice you will learn. Until the last date, you will have questions. You know, it's a vast science, but I'm telling you, whatever I'm telling you, jot down and you look at it. And as I said, the best way to remember a chapter, write down some examples. Kridanta, this, Kridanta. Tadhita, Pandava, Kaurava, Dasharathi, Draupadeya, this is a Kridanta, Tadhita. You write an example. That's the best way. Sandhi, these are the sandhis. 4 examples of sandhi. Samas, these are the samas. And when I will explain time to time, these things will become more and more clear. Okay. Like for say example, we have read in first sloka. Dharmakshetra Kurukshetra Samaveta Yuyutsavaha Mamakaha Pandavaschaiva Kima Kurva Sanjaya. So what is the verb here? What is the Tinganta verb? Prahlad.
The verb here, Prabhu, is uvacha.
No. Uvacha is not the part of the sloka.
Okay.
Akurvat.
Akurvata. Akurvata is Kri Dhatu. Bolo, pura bolo.
Akurvata. Kri dhatu. Lot.
Lang lakar.
Lang.
Bhutkal.
Lang lakar. Uttam purush. एक वचन.
Pratham purush ek vachan.
प्रथम पुरुष एक वचन.
Akurvata, akurvatam, akurvanta.
अकुर्वतम.
हाँ, akurvata, akurvatam, akurvanta. ये है आत्मनेपदी. Listen. Atmanepadi dhatu. Okay. Kri dhatu is ubhaypadi. Karoti, kurutah, kurvanti. One side, left side, right side. Kriyate, kriyate, kriyante. In lat lakar. Because it is ubhaypadi. So it is parasmaipadi as well as atmanepadi dhatu. But here what they have used is akurvata is lang lakar, but it is atmanepadi roop. Got it?
Yes.
So Kri dhatu, like Pat dhatu will have 90 forms, but Kri dhatu will have 180 forms. 90 parasmaipadi, 90 atmanepadi. Got it? So akurvata is lang lakar pratham purush. Akurvata, akurvatam, akurvanta. Lang lakar, how to understand whether it is atmanepadi or parasmaipadi? A simple trick I am telling. When you don't see a halanta at the end, then it is atmanepadi, like akurvata.
Okay.
If you see akurvat, a halanta, then that is parasmaipadi. You look into if there is some atmanepadi and parasmaipadi, you look into it. Research. Like Dukni Karane, page number 16. They have not given anyway. Lang lakar is there. Akarot, see, page number 17. Akarot, akrutam, akurvan, right? So
Yes.
akarot has a halanta. Mostly the parasmaipadi has halanta. But here, akurvata, akurvatam, akurvanta, no halanta.
Okay. There is
Okay.
Atmanipadi.
Ha, that is atmanepadi without halanta.
Yes.
That is what did my children do? That is Dhritarashtra is asking to Sanjaya. And that is the complete verb. But are there other verbs into this word? Samavetaha, assembled.
Samveta.
Verb. Being assembled in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, being the fighters being assembled, Yuyutsavaha, this is also Kradanta. It's because it is born out of Yudh Shabda, Yudh which turns into Yuddha, war, warriors. Yuyutsavaha, that means who are ready to fight. The main word is Yuyutsu. Okay, this is Kradanta, and inside Kradanta there is a subdivision. It's called San Pratyay. San Pratyay, like a desire to do something. Okay, for example, Jigyasa, inquiry. Gya dhatu is there. Gya, gyane, knowledge. Ji purvak, jigyasa. So the desire to know. Pipasa, thirst. The desire to drink is equal to thirst. So jigyasa, pipasa. Then tumun pratyay is added. Then the person becomes jigyasu. One who has inquiry is known the inquirer. And that is the person. So this comes out of San Pratyay. This is under the heading of Kridanta, San Pratyay. There is a department called San Pratyay. So Jigyasa, Pipasa, Jijivisha, the desire to leave. Nobody wants to die. So what is that inherent thing inside every living entity is Jijivisha. And there is a natural thing inside every human being is Jigyasa, to the desire to know what is this, why should we worship, why should we study books, why should we do this, Jigyasa. So Jigyasa, Jijivisha, Pipasa, Abhilasha, which ends with a, sa. This is Kradanta. But it's a different kind of Kradanta where there is a willingness to do. Okay, so that's a different thing. But why I explained, because Yutsavaha does not look like a verb, but there is a Yudha Dhatu is there. Yudha means to fight, war, Yudh. And San Pratyay is added with it. San Pratyay means Ichharthe, the desire. So who will go to the battlefield? Who has a desire to fight? So the person who has the desire to fight, Yuyutsa, means the desire to fight, and the person who is having that desire is called Yuyutsu. So like sadhu word, you will make Yuyutsavaha. That is the word it is used here. Got it? In the first sloka, you see Mamakaha and Pandavaha. These are which kind of words? Bolo. Viram Das.
प्रतिमा विभक्ति प्रभु
Huh?
पांडवः प्रतिमा विभक्ति
Prathama vibhakti bahuvachan. But which kind of word is this?
प्रभु जी संबंध सूचक
Taddhitanta bolo.
तद्धितांत शब्द
Taddhit is the chapter which
Yes.
ends with the pratyaya of taddhit. Anta means
Taddhit.
end.
and
Anything ends with taddhit will be known as taddhitanta.
तद्धित
Anything ends with
Taddhit.
samas will be samasanta. Anything ends with
तद्धितान
krit pratyaya will be known as kridanta.
प्रधांत ओके
Kridanta.
तिगांत ओके
So because it ends, which makes it a taddhita or kridanta or samas. Sorry, not samas, kridanta or taddhita or tinganta. The pratyaya that we use, which is invisible. Okay, after the chemical formation, the pratyaya is invisible. But that pratyaya, when we break it, we get that pratyaya. So that makes it that this is taddhitanta, this is kridantanta, this is samasanta. So which ends with samas will be known as samasanta, which ends with kridanta will be known as kridantanta. This is the way, grammatical way to say things. When you are explaining a vibhakti, you have to say akaranta, ikaranta, ukaranta, pullinga, strilinga, napumshaklinga, sashti vibhakti, bahuvachan, divachan. This is the process that you have to say. Okay, that will learn gradually. Gradually we'll learn.
मतलब प्रभु जी इनका उपयोग जब हम पद परिचय देंगे तो उसका यूज करेंगे तिगंत कृदंत तद्धितांत
See, when I will teach you, you keep on writing. If you cannot write now, when you listen to the recording, again you rectify. And then you, at the end of the day, you get so many kridanta, so many samas, so many taddhit. So by revising, this course itself is knowing the grammar without, through the language. We are not studying the language through the grammar. We are learning the grammar through the language. Okay. If I teach you dhatu, there are at least 200 dhatus that you have to solve, which itself will take 8 months. But I gave you a glimpse of dhatu. Now you just keep on reading as much I gave, and then you see abhavishyat. Oh, this is lit lakar, pratham purush, ekvachan. Oh, this is kridanta. Oh, this is taddhit. The entire grammar takes minimum 1.5 years to study Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi. And then you start studying Gita. And here we are directly understanding the grammar through the language. We are differentiating each word of the shloka, and then we are trying. First, we will find out which vibhakti and which lakar of the dhatu. Then it is saptami vibhakti, but this word is actually Pandave. So this is saptami vibhakti, but Pandava shabda is coming out of taddhita, which explains the relation. This is the way, layer by layer. And once we will finish this 2 months course of Bhagavad Gita, if you are sincerely attending and learning, then at the end you will get to know, you will be at least able to identify, oh, this is taddhit, or this is kridanta. Now later on, if you have desire to study grammar, it will be very easy for you. But if I tell you to memorize the sutras, when you start studying the grammar, there are 4,700 sutras. In Laghu Siddhanta, 1,100. So that much sutras, at least 200-300 sutras you have to memorize. Then you have to practice, and you have to write the dhatu and the pratyay, and you have to apply the sutras, and then you will get abhavishya. Likewise, you have to go through all the dhatus and dhatu rupas, main. This is the grammatical process. And it is always better like in person, I prefer. Mm. But anyway, that's a secondary thing. We can do it after this Bhagavad Gita course is done. We can do more detailing into the grammar. But first, to have the idea, like in English, we teach in, or, before, under, then we say this is preposition. On, in, this is prefix. Why we understand? Because we already apply, and English is very flat language. It has not so much detailing, but Sanskrit has very much detailing. So it takes time. It's like a sadhana, but the outcome is huge, which no other language can come close to it. The outcome of Sanskrit is very huge and very deep. And imagine you write a sloka and you put any word anywhere, the sloka has the same meaning. Such a amazing science. Even the computer language, they are thinking to put, the NASA is doing a research, how can we put Sanskrit in the language? Because this is the only language you put the verb in the beginning. You see, there is a sloka will come in Bhagavad Gita. Look at 1.3. Pashyaitam Pandaputranam. It starts with the verb. Pashyaitam Pandaputranam. But when you put it into prose form, the verb will come at the end. I can do Pashyaitam Pandaputranam Mahatim Chamum. Another sloka, Drishtva tu Pandavanikam Vyudham Duryodhana Dhanastada. Drishtva. So, and it has wide access. You read Ayurveda, you read astrology, you read Patanjali Yoga Sutras, you read Vyakaranam, you read Shastras, anything, Vastu Shastra, Sankhya Tattva, numerology, everything is written in Sanskrit. All our Vedaha, Smrtayaha, Puranani, all the Puranas. When you know the language, you take up Garud Puran and you study directly. Okay. Bhavatu. So we have today's, I think, the 10th class. We have
Yes,
two more
Prabhuji.
left. Yeah, two more left. So by tomorrow, I will put the flyer. Those who are continue with the Bhagavad Gita, I will suggest you. Okay, because if you skip, then I will go to advanced class and you will never be able to reach there. So even though you don't understand 100%, but don't hang on. That is the main thing in Sanskrit. If you stick to it for 4, 5, 6 months, you will learn a lot at the end of the day. And the knowledge, when it grows, it's not visible. If someone earns money, it is visible. But the day you joined and with the day you leave, you have already learned a lot of things. Like the terminologies you are learning, Tadhita, Kridanta, this is a very big thing. And you are able to differentiate, even though you don't know which pratyaya is being used, but you understood that this is Kridanta. You can understand that Yuyutsu, Yudh Dhatu is used, but I don't know what upasargas are being used. That later on will naturally come. Yes, Viramdas.
Prabhu, I just wanted to ask you, is it possible I could call you after class?
Yes, yes, sure.
Okay.
Okay, bro.
Viram Prabhu, don't forget to register me for the next upcoming course also.
Yes, sure. And I will send the flyer here in the group.
Prabhu, maybe I don't call you, maybe I discuss this because there's a lot of things in this course that we did that not clearly understand. I was just wanted to talk to you about your continued guidance in studying the Sanskrit because
Sure.
important for continue study for my own personal development and understanding also. So
Definitely.
this is what I want to talk to you about. How
Definitely.
you could continue guide us to continue study.
Yeah, I will say, Viramdas, even though there is language difference, but as much you have understood, I mean, you have understood almost 40-50%, which is a big gain. You know, that is because you continued it.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, you missed many classes, you and Prahlad. That was not good. So you have to come to the class daily, even though you participate or not. But constant hearing, because anybody, even I myself, did not learn it overnight. I'm sticking to this language and daily I study. There is endless knowledge. Nobody can say at the age of 80 that I have learned everything in Sanskrit. It's such a vast language. You understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
There is always something unknown and you need to research. But once you grow this quality within yourself, like this Pratima is a fresher. She just joined my course. And she's a very fresher. And she's trying to understand. And now she also does not know clearly what is Kridanta and what is Samas and what is Tadva. But she is able to guess. And that itself is a very big achievement. The same thing you will also have. Okay. And in my next class, I will particularly explain, I will go into Sandhi and explain. I will go into Kridanta one day and I will only explain what is Kridanta. And if you guys come, then only I speak in English. If you don't come, then I don't speak, because it is much easier to explain in Hindi. But if you regularly come, I will explain in English. And then
Yes, Prabhu.
I
Yes,
will
Prabhu.
suggest you to buy some books, buy some books and you start reading, ask me many questions after reading the books that I will suggest you, because I am looking not for beginner student, I am looking for advanced students. You see in this course, I don't know, maybe 22 students join, but ultimately 4-5 student remains. And they are the long-term student. I need them because I want them to become teacher of Sanskrit in future. So you learn, you teach. Whenever you need my help, I'm ready to help you. But you learn it wholeheartedly. It's a time-consuming, energy-taking subject. It's not like learning English, spoken English, or any other subject. It needs an analytical brain. But once you start understanding the grammar of Sanskrit, it will make your brain very fertile. Anything related to Sanskrit, any scriptural things will be naturally unfolded to you. Anyway, I especially give my best wishes to both of you and Prahlad, that both of you have this eagerness and you will definitely learn it. No problem. And even if you have any questions or any confusion, you send me a voice note always. Okay. But relevant to the point, you send me a voice note of particular thing and I will explain to that in my class. Okay.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hare Krishna.